Body on tete, on tete, on
Hello guys and welcome back. So, right, what do I want to talk about? Well, today I want to talk about how to impress maybe or how to make a Nigerian man fall in love with you. I've been getting some messages in my inbox about how to make a man stay with you, how to impress a man, how to do that. And this is mainly Nigerian men, okay, or Igbo men. Now, let me just put this out there. You can't make a man stay with you if he doesn't want to, okay? A man stays or marries you because he wants to. That's the main thing you need to understand. But I have 5 points. I've got them down in my phone, so I'm going to talk about them. Now, the top one that I have is to know their culture. Igbo men and Nigerian men want you to know their culture. As a woman, you're not Nigerian or you're not even African. They expect you kind of to at least know a little bit about their culture if you're interested in them or if you're dating them. That shows how serious or how important you place them. Now, knowing their culture doesn't mean you have to know everything, but at least know how to tell jokes in their culture. If you can't, at least know how to understand them so that your man can vibe with you, so that he can grow closer to you. There are some jokes he could make and you wouldn't understand and you wouldn't laugh, and then he would feel like, what am I doing? What's going on here? But if you know how to, understand these jokes or at least get the meaning, he would love you more and he would feel like, oh, I'm bonding with my woman. Then, in the same vein, I will also say, learn the food of the culture of the man, because most men love the Nigerian food, and if you can't cook this food, they wouldn't really appreciate you much. If they can cook and they prefer cooking, it's fine, then obviously he can teach you, and he wouldn't care so much if you can't cook. But it's nice that sometimes when he's so tired or when he just gets in from work, that you could be able to get into the kitchen and prepare something that he could eat as he's coming back. Now, I'm not saying you should be a slave to a man, no. But when you're marrying a Nigerian man, that is part of it, that is the culture, so you need to get used to it. Yeah, I love cooking, so for me it's not a problem at all. So, now, men love you to obviously like their friends and vibe with their friends. If a man's friends doesn't like you, the man, or if his friends, if he has lots, don't like you, then there's a problem, because he would think that there's something wrong, or he would think his friends are annoying or jealous. Obviously, he's been with his friends longer than he's been with you, or he knew them before he knew you, so it's better for you to understand your friends, give them a chance, and if they are from the same country, if you already know the culture of this man, you'll be able to vibe with the friends and bond with them. Don't try to steal your friend, don't try to steal your man away from his friends, because before you, they were. So, you have to learn how to give space and allow him to also chill with his friends, so they don't feel like you're a burden. Oh, since she came around, he hasn't been spending time with us. Learn to share your man, okay? And learn to love his friends. The next thing is respect. Now, respect is a huge thing in the African culture, especially a woman respecting a man. I know we're in a time where women feel like, oh, feminism, blah, 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 blah. You should be equal. Feminism doesn't mean that the man should be at the same pace that you are, at the same stage as you. No, it just means that you're a bold woman, you're independent, you don't really need a man. But, we need to make them feel like we need them. So we love them and we respect them and make them feel like, oh, without me, she can't survive. She's my queen, I'm her king. But at the same time, they know deep down that you can survive without them. And they actually need you more than you need them. So that's just what it is. It's just a way to boost their ego, I guess. But yeah, learn to respect your man, and he will appreciate you more and stay with you, hopefully, because at the end of the day, it's up to him if to stay or not. And apart from African culture, this is the normal thing in the Bible. respect, yeah, respect. The man should love the woman should respect the man because he's the head, yeah. So that's just what it is. Of course, I mentioned cooking. That's the thing. Cooking and cleaning, they go hand in hand. Some African men might not be too bent on it, but most are. They want you to be at least clean. You know, have a good hygiene. Even if you can't cook or you can't clean the house from top to bottom, at least. How about you? Your hair should be done. At least your nails should be clean, and you know, if you don't want to cut them, at least they should look nice. If you're going to wear a wig, make sure you wash your own main hair once in a while. You know, whatever you're doing, make sure your hygiene is top notch because it's important to African men. Then, if you can cook, wonderful. If not, you can learn one or two things from the cultural food. It's still fine. You can't be fish and chips all the time, or noodles, or ordering food in. You need to learn how to manage the money and learn how to, you know, cook appropriate food. Because if he's going to marry you, or if you're married already, he needs to be taken care of. You need to be taken care of. Your kids need to be taken care of. So you need to learn how to manage and cook in the house. Then my last point is how you relate with your parents. If you're always shouting at your parents, raising your voice and talking in an irresponsible manner or mannerless way, an African man will think that you will talk to him the same way. He will think that, you know, you're not respectable, you don't respect people, you don't care about those who are older than you. And maybe he's older than you, so he will feel that that's the same way you will talk to him. So you need to also be careful of this. I'm fond of saying my mind, saying what I think about things. But I've come to realize that at some point, you know, that there are times where I have to manage that. Even if I'm right and others are wrong or my man is wrong, I need to be able to, you know, take a step back and try to rephrase, you know, how I say things or the tone that I use to say things. So these things are important to an African man. So I think I will end the video here. There are many more things that are important. I could do a part 2, or you can leave your comment in the comment section because I'm sure that you will have a lot of ideas. So guys, thank you, and make sure you subscribe. Don't just watch the video and leave. Please subscribe and like and share. Okay? Bye-bye.